favorite desk accessories, and obviously my most used desk accessory or peripheral rather, is the MX Master 3 mouse from Logitech. Absolutely fantastic mouse. I've owned this for a good couple of years. You can actually see how worn out this guy is from the kind of buttons and things like that. I mean, it's still in full functional condition, but I've used it a lot, and I really love the MX Master 3. It is an absolute fantastic mouse. And before this, I owned the first iteration of the MX Master. I've also got an MX Master 2S, which my wife uses. I've got the Anywhere 2S, Anywhere 3S. I absolutely love the MX Master series. They're really, really good set of mice. Now this is the 3, not the 3S. I didn't bother upgrading from the 3 to the 3S because there's very minimal differences between the two, and I didn't really think that Logitech would be able to improve on it much further. And how wrong I was, because they have now released this guy. This is the MX Master 4, and it is an absolute fantastic mouse. Thanks to the Logitech team for sending this out to me in a wonderful looking, very fancy looking PR package, which you guys got to see in that little intro that I played for you. And after using it for a little while now, I can confidently say that this definitely beats pretty much any other mouse on the market right now in terms of pure customizability and features. I might be very wrong. People might get angry at me for saying this, but this is my personal opinion from limited usage of mice. I'm not one of those guys who collects mice and wants to use different types and does gaming with PC and does PC gaming. I mean, I've had the MX mechanical keyboard for the longest time, and I've been using that for the longest time because it just works for me. I enjoy it. Same with the MX Master 3 and all my other MX Master mice that I've been using for the longest time. And after using this, I can truly say that I'm really enjoying the customizability feature. So what are the differences? That's probably what you guys want to know. Is it worth really upgrading? Well, two slightly different questions that I'll answer in two slightly different ways. But number one, in terms of the comparison, I've got both of them here right now. And I can tell you that in terms of build quality, this is slightly heavier. And it looks slightly bigger as well. You can see that the edge here, the left click, goes outwards a bit more, and it looks like the materials changed. This material, which was a little bit more plasticky and matte here for the mice, is gone, and the click, if you can hear this, on the 3 versus the 4, the 4 is practically silent. It's got much more of a rubbery click to it, so it's not as loud as the 3 is. So that's an absolute bonus for me because I do like having silent peripherals. I mean, I say that after having a mechanical keyboard. It's kind of hypocritical, but it is what it is. The scroll wheel also comes outwards more. So on the edge here, the scroll wheel does protrude more rather than kind of being hidden underneath this curve like it is here on the 3S, where your hand can get a bit caught. So whenever I scroll, my hand does kind of get caught a bit. But whereas here, I've got like a full kind of scroll going on here, which I think is fantastic. They've added a button. So there was just the kind of forward and back buttons that traditionally I use on the 3S. But here you've got a new button here, which is another multifunction button that you can map to do whatever you want with it. And the reason that's there is because the button that was traditionally on the base of the mouse here, so there's a little not a haptic button, so there's a little button here that goes there. That is now a haptic button that sits slightly higher in the mouse inside of this little padding, this little rubber padding that they've got. So this activates what is called the action ring. And it's basically this cool feature where once you've clicked it, the action ring activates and it gives you a ring of commands. You get 8 customizable commands that you can map in the Logitech Options Plus app, and you can basically map it to whatever you want. I've got Control-C, Command, because I use Mac, Command-C, Command-V, Command-Option-V, so copy, paste, and cut, and all the shortcuts that I would sometimes need to take my hand off the mouse and go to the keyboard for. I've got a bunch of those mapped on, and then I've also got opening apps and opening specific apps and other handy commands that I think are useful to have pretty much at the tip of a thumb whenever I need it. And that makes the MX Master 4 stand out above its predecessors and anything else out on the market right now. Plus you've got that extra customizable button there, which essentially replaces that traditional soft button on the base of the Master 3 and other MX series mice, which means that you're not really losing functionality, you're gaining 8 more commands on top of that. So I've got that mapped, for example, to open up my applications folder so that I can easily access all the apps on my Mac. And then this one is, and then the action ring button is the action ring button. And I've also got the top button here, which I've got to open up mission control. I've left the forward and back buttons and the scrolls the same as they are, just because there's no need to touch those. And then, of course, with the Logitech Options app, you can customize all of the buttons to specific apps as well. So if I'm opening, say, DaVinci Resolve, which is the video editing app that I use pretty much every single day, or Photoshop or Lightroom, then you can customize the ring and the buttons to work however you want within those apps. You know, shortcuts for your editing, or whatever app you're using, you can basically customize them that way, as long as they're compatible with the Options Plus software. And that really is what makes the MX Master 4 stand out so much. And really using it for the past couple of days, it's been so handy. I didn't think I would use the action ring as much. I was almost about to disable it because I was just like, what is this? This just doesn't feel comfortable. I miss having my traditional kind of, you've got muscle memory, you've got reflex memory. So I miss having what I had traditionally there as whatever I had customized it to. But now I'm so used to it that if I do pick up the MX Master 3, for example, I'm trying to press this part of the mouse and nothing's happening, and I'm just like, where is the action ring? In terms of the base, you can also see how much wider the kind of slider sections are there, and that makes basically a much smoother user experience when I'm using the mouse on my mouse pad, just because it's got more surface area to work with there. And you've still got the multi-device connectivity options, which you can actually, if you've got this set up on all of the devices, you can actually customize your action ring to switch between the 3 Bluetooth devices without having to go down here and press the button underneath, which I haven't done yet, but it is an option, and I think is a very, very handy option if you are using multiple devices with the same mouse, which I do to an extent, but not all the time. So I haven't mapped it that way. It's enough for me to just pick it up and press it like that. I don't use multiple machines at the same time for me to warrant that, but I do have it mapped to multiple machines because there are times where I do want to pick it up and take it somewhere else. Once again, this is not sponsored by Logitech. They have not told me what to say in this video. They have not sponsored this video in any way. They did send over this PR package, which was very nicely packed. As you can see, a nice little box and display box that it came in. As you can guess, it was a PR sample. So I did get this mouse sent to me, but they have not paid me to make this video, and they have not paid me to say what I have said in this video. And one thing I did forget to mention is that this mouse does have haptic feedback, and that's an additional feature that they've added. So when I do press the little action ring button here, it does give haptic feedback. So there's a little vibration, and you can control how intense that vibration is. And I think that's pretty cool. I think there's quite a few things you can do with that, but I haven't explored that enough just yet because it's not something that really excites me. Having the haptic feedback there is quite cool because it does tell me when the action ring is being activated. So that's quite handy to know that I'm not accidentally pressing the action ring when I'm trying to do something else. But apart from that, I mean, it's just a cool add-on. I think it's one of the first mice to have haptic feedback in there. I don't know the stat. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I might be very wrong in saying that. Now the question comes, should you upgrade if you've already got something like the MX Master 3 or the 3S? Well, if you've had it for a very, very long time and you think that that control ring is going to be helpful for you and improve your workflow, and you're having issues with the MX Master 3S, then yes, I would say that it is quite a worthy enough upgrade. I mean, there's only so much you can change with a mouse and the functionality that comes with a mouse. You can't expect leaps and bounds to change over the past couple of years. Though some people have said that they were expecting a little bit more out of this guy, but I don't really see personally how much more you can get out of a mouse like this. I think that if you've been using an MX Master 3 for long enough and you do want the new cool features, it is a worthy upgrade. But if you've just recently picked up one of these guys, I still think that the MX Master 3 and the 3S are an overly capable mouse and just fantastic build quality in all of these devices, as always expected from Logitech. I'll leave this here, you guys. I hope the video was useful. I hope it enlightened you in some way to make some form of a informed decision as to whether to or not to get the MX Master 4. Personally, I absolutely love this thing. This is fantastic. It is now my daily driver in terms of my mouse. It is living on my desk, and this guy has gone off to the shelf. I'll leave you there. If you did enjoy this video and it was useful to you, then make sure you do hit that like button. If you have any questions about the mouse or anything I've said in the video, then do leave a comment down below. Until next time, guys, this is Kai24 signing out.